Hey everybody, Marcos Villegas for Fight Up TV here in Las Vegas, being joined with Edgar Berlanga, who is now the mandatory for Canelo Alvarez, who's fighting Jaime Munguia coming up this weekend on pay-per-view. Hey, congrats on that, being the mandatory. You must be here scouting, seeing a potential future opponent, right?
Yeah, for sure, man. You know, just coming out here showing the Mexican support. You know, it's a big weekend for them. And like you said before, you know, I'm the mandatory, you know, for Canelo. So, you know, I'm coming out here, scouting and seeing what's the vibes for this weekend.
How does it feel to be the mandatory? I know you called for this fight for a very long time, but, you know, now that it's like official for you, like how does that feel, knowing that, hey, you could very well be the next guy up?
It's amazing, you know, and I want to thank my Lord and Savior, you know, Jesus Christ, just for helping me get here, man, and you know, opening those doors. You know, obviously I put in the work. You know, I had to knock people out. I had to put in that, you know, the groundwork to make this happen. I'm excited. You know, it's a dream come true. You know, not a lot of fighters could sit there and say, like, listen, you know, I'm fighting one of the best fighters at the division, the king of the 168 division that got all the titles. And you know, people talk about money, about this, about that, but you know, I got money. I'm just to the point where I'm like, all right, like, we're gonna make this shit the fight of the year, but also, you know, it's for legacy. You know, I could be the first Puerto Rican fighter ever. You know, you talk about Trinidad, you could talk about Cotto, you could talk about Macho Camacho, Fero Benitez, and, you know, we win that fight, you know, you're going to be talking about Edgar Berlanga. So I think that, you know, it's something special and it's something big for this year.
Do you think you can get the fight? Because we've seen David Benavidez being mandatory now for more than a year and a half, and he hasn't gotten the fight. Like, are you confident that Eddie and Canelo team can put together a fight for you, that it does happen?
1,000% can happen. 1,000%. Like, I'm 100% sure that it can happen. You know, through the grapevine, you know, I won't say no names, but I already know that they want the fight. You know, he just gotta handle his business this weekend, you know, and definitely we could make something happen in September.
He wants the fight, you want the fight, but why do you feel he wants to fight with you? I know fans would say, hey, you know, maybe Canelo thinks that he can beat you and he could, you know, it's a stylistically advantageous fight for him, given your style. But what do you counter to that?
I just feel like right now, you know, he'll take the fight for the simple fact that he think, you know, he's like, oh, he's young, he's inexperienced, but he has a big following and a big backing. So this could be an easy fight for him, which obviously we know and my team know it's not going to be an easy fight. For me, well, for him, I think he knows that it's a big money fight. You know, it's bigger than a Charlo fight, than a Benavidez fight. I sell tickets. I got a country behind me. I got Puerto Rico behind me. I got all the celebrities behind me. I got everything that it takes, you know what I'm saying, to make this fight happen, but also, you know, to make it a magnitude fight where, you know, the whole world is going to be tuning in for sure. You know, I'm a knockout puncher. I'm a knockout artist. You know, he has pop in his punches. You know, he knocked a couple of guys out too as well. So, you know, it's just a fight. Puerto Rico versus Mexico. You know, you got two stars representing the country. And, yeah, that's all I got to say.
It's been a while since we had a huge fight at MSG with a Puerto Rican fighter headlining. I think I was there for Cotto when he fought Sergio Martinez, and Puerto Rican fans, they were rowdy, man. It was a great atmosphere. You know, any chance Munguia pulls the upset and it's you and Munguia coming up in the future?
Anything can happen in the sport of boxing, you know. You've seen it happen, you know, with Ryan and Devin. So anything can happen in the sport. You know, I take my hat off to both fighters, you know, especially to Munguia. You know, he's my age. And he made it this far. You know, he's a young champion. So, you know, Canelo just got to be on his P's and Q's, man. He got to be alert. You know, his IQ got to skyrocket with this guy because he's coming to fight. You know, we all know he's coming to throw treacherous punches. He's going to throw 1,000 punches around. But, you know, if Canelo does land on this kid, he's going out for sure.
Yeah, Canelo called under 8 rounds. Do you think something like that happens?
Yeah, it can happen the first half of the fight. I feel like, you know, just because of how aggressive Munguia is, you know, and how his defense is not up there like that, you know. So I think if he does come out going crazy and trying to, you know, attack the guy and try to attack this dude, you know, it's going to be a short night for him.
Yeah, a lot of people are thinking Canelo's counterpunching is going to make really the difference, but I don't know, man. He's young, Munguia. He throws a lot of punches. He throws in combinations. Do you think he can take Canelo to the deep rounds and maybe squeak out a split decision?
He could, man. Like I said, anything can happen in the sport. You know, this is boxing, bro. You know, and inside that ring, it don't lie. Nothing lies to you in the sport of boxing. You know, the ring. That's why I love boxing, because like you could say you ready. You could say you in shape. You could say all this shit. But when the time comes and you in that ring and it's just you and that man, bro, everything comes out into play.
No, yesterday Oscar and Canelo kind of had a bit of a blow up. Did you see it? What's your reaction to it? And do you think it affects him coming into this fight at all?
No, I think he should have never did that. De La Hoya. I think he should have never did that. Cause now he's gonna go in there. He's gonna want to fuck Munguia up. Yeah. So and Oscar's crazy, bro. I feel like he just be trolling, bro. Yeah. He just be trolling, man. Like he's always trolling. He taking it off of Ryan. He grabbed all that energy Ryan was doing. He came over here, fight week, and started going crazy.
Yeah, I was thinking he was trying to kind of get under Canelo's skin to kind of mess with him head-wise, but might backfire him. You're right.
Yeah, he's crazy, bro. And you can't. The Canelo now gonna want to really take this dude's head off for real. So.
It got me thinking if we see like some sort of crazy exhibition between like Oscar and Canelo, but Oscar's like 50. Like I don't, I know Canelo would want to, but like yeah.
We could put my pops to fight. We put pops to fight. Oscar, you heard? You gonna do an exhibition with Oscar De La Hoya, right?
Yeah.
Gonna fuck him up. You know? Two rounds.
Hey, just because you're
mine in the first round.
Yeah. Just because you're here, man. Ryan Garcia, man, you hear the news? What was your reaction to it?
Yo, bro, that shit's crazy, man. I couldn't believe it. I'm like, damn, PEDs, bro. That's why I started thinking. I'm like, damn, bro, the whole week he was going crazy. He was like raging and stuff. He was grabbing shit. I'm like, damn, but I hope, it's a fluke. I hope it's not true. I hope that, he could do the B test, right? The B sample test.
He could put his sample, yeah.
Yeah, he could do that, and come out clean, man, because at the end of the day, I grew up with both of those guys, with Devin and Brian. We grew up in the amateurs for years. So, seeing them, at that level, making all that money, making millions, and then for that to come out is crazy. I hope it's not true, but if it is, man, I think he should run it back with Devin for sure.
Yeah, I hope it's not true too, because if it is, man, it's not a good thing. And then Devin took a lot of punishment in that fight too. We don't know how he's going to be after this.
Yeah, for sure. No, I think he's good, man. I think he's good. He's young. Devin's a warrior, you know what I'm saying? And that's my brother, and I know him since the amateur, you know what I'm saying? He's going to bounce back for sure, 1,000%.
It's been hard for you to watch that, huh?
Yeah, hell yeah, I was tight, because at the end of the day, too, like, I respect Ryan, but with Devin, man, I thought Devin was going to outclass him. I was like, damn, Devin got way better IQ, way better leg movement. You saw what he did the Regis Pro grades. He beat the shit out of him, so I'm like, yeah. I didn't think he was going to beat the shit out of Ryan, but I thought he was going to outbox him, make him look stupid and just, trick him out. But, it wasn't that.
In your opinion, man, this is a sport where people can literally die. And, these PED things have happened in the past. What should happen in this case? Do you think the fight should be ruled a no contest, suspensions? Like, what's your opinion about what should happen if it is true?
Yeah, for sure. You should get a suspension. 1,000%. This is a clean sport. It should always stay a clean sport. And it sucks that people. I'm not talking about Ryan because we don't know his situation yet. But for the past fighters, I feel like people always try to use an advantage for some of these fighters, man, and it's not cool. It's not safe. At the end of the day, not only in a fight we die, but also it takes place in the gym. All those rounds of sparring, all those weeks of sparring. I'm sparring 3 times a week, 12, 15 rounds. So imagine all those punches that you taking upon weeks, and then fight night come, you put on 10-ounce gloves, 8-ounce gloves, and you get hit in the head, and that's what happens. So I feel like, man, every fighter should just stay clean, man, and just keep it a clean sport.
Thank you so much for watching this video, and make sure to subscribe for more videos of your favorite fighters over here on Fight Up TV, and give us a follow online as well at Fight Up TV on Twitter and on Instagram. We appreciate it, guys.